Argentina faces Egypt for a spot in the quarterfinals of the 2026 World Cup. A match that, on paper, makes La Albiceleste the favorite. But be careful, because at this stage of the tournament, there are no easy opponents left. Egypt comes in after knocking out Australia in a nerve-wracking penalty shootout, while Argentina needed extra time to overcome a combative Cape Verde 3-2. Both teams arrive physically worn down, but also with sky-high morale after overcoming a very demanding knockout round. The stage will be the spectacular Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, one of the most modern stadiums in the world, and with a capacity for more than 70,000 spectators. A majority of Argentine fans are expected there, although there will also be a significant presence of Egyptian supporters who dream of one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. But remember one thing. From now on, there is no room for error. There are no do-overs, no second chances. Whoever wins will keep dreaming of lifting the World Cup. Whoever loses will pack their bags. And that's why millions of fans are looking for exactly the same thing. What time does Argentina play against Egypt? In Spain, the match will start at 6 o'clock p.m. In Portugal, it will kick off at 5 o'clock p.m. In Argentina, the ball will start rolling at 1 o'clock p.m. In Uruguay, Brazil, and Paraguay, it will also start at 1 o'clock p.m. In Chile, Bolivia, and Venezuela, the match will start at 12 o'clock p.m. In Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, and Panama, it will be at 11 o'clock a.m. In Mexico Central Time, the match will start at 11 o'clock a.m. In Costa Rica, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Nicaragua, it will kick off at 10 o'clock a.m. In the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Cuba, the kickoff will be at 12 o'clock p.m. If you're following us from the United States, these are the times: West Coast, New York, Miami, Orlando, and Atlanta, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, 11 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, 10 o'clock a.m. West Coast, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, 9 o'clock a.m. And in Canada, Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal, 12 o'clock p.m. Winnipeg, 11 o'clock a.m. Calgary and Edmonton, 10 o'clock a.m. 9 o'clock a.m. So now you know, check your schedule carefully because Argentina is playing for a spot in the quarterfinals in a match that promises a lot of excitement from the very first minute. Block 2. Where to watch Argentina versus Egypt, TV channels, and official platforms. And now let's get to the information fans are looking for the most. Where to watch Argentina versus Egypt live. In Argentina, the match can be watched completely free-to-air on Telefe. In addition, it will also be available on Tyke Sports, DS Sports, and DGO, with special programming starting several hours before kickoff to analyze Messi's condition, possible lineups, and the atmosphere in Atlanta. In Spain, the match can be watched on Televisión Española's La One, as well as on RTVE Play, to follow the game from any device. It will also be available on DAZN, which continues to provide full World Cup coverage. In Portugal, the broadcast will be handled by Sport TV. In Egypt, the match can be followed on Time Sports, as well as BAME Sports MENA, which holds the broadcasting rights for the World Cup in much of the Middle East and North Africa. In Mexico, the match will be available on Canal 5, Las Estrellas, TUDN, and VIX. In the United States, there will be two broadcasts. In English, Fox Sports, 4DN in Spanish, Telemundo, Peacock Soccer. In Canada, the match can be watched on TSN, CTV, and RDS. If we go to South America, practically the entire continent will be able to follow the match through DS Sports and DGO, as well as the national networks. Chile, Chilevisión, D Sports and DGO, Uruguay, D Sports and DGO. Paraguay, Tigo Sports, DS Sports and DGO. Brazil, TV Globo, Sport TV and KCTV, Colombia, Caracol Television, RCN, DS Sports and DGO. Peru, America Televisión, DS Sports and DGO. Ecuador, Teleamazonas, DS Sports and DGO. Venezuela, Televen, DS Sports, and DGO. Bolivia, Red Uno, Unitel, DS Sports, and DGO. And if you're following us from Central America, take note: Costa Rica, Teletica, Guatemala, Chapin TV, Honduras, Televicentro, El Salvador, TCS. Nicaragua, Canal 10, Panama, RPC TV, and TVN. Additionally, in the Caribbean, countries like the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Cuba will be able to follow the match through DS Sports, DGO, and local operators with broadcasting rights. So now you know it doesn't matter where in the world you're watching us from. Argentina and Egypt are starring in one of the big matches in the round of 16, With Lionel Messi looking to take another step toward the title and the Egyptian national team dreaming of the biggest upset of the World Cup. After going over the schedules and where to watch the match, it's time to talk about what could decide this knockout matchup, the possible lineups, and the tactical keys to Argentina versus Egypt. Argentina could go with their usual structure, a flexible 4-3-3 with Emiliano Dibu Martinez in goal. In defense, Nahuel Molina would take the right-back position, Cristian Romero and Nicolas Otamendi would form the center-back pairing, and Nicolas Tagliafico could appear at left-back. In midfield, Scaloni could go with Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, and Alexis McAllister, three players who give Argentina balance, intensity, ball distribution, and the ability to control the tempo of the match. And up front is the big question. How will Scaloni line up around Leo Messi? One option would be to have Messi starting from the right with total freedom to receive between the lines, Julian Alvarez as a mobile forward, and Lautaro Martinez as a more fixed reference point in the box. Another possibility would be to bring in a wider winger to provide width, leaving Messi inside and alternating between Julian and Lautaro as the number 9. Egypt, on the other hand, could set up in a very organized 4-2-3-1 with a low to mid block, a lot of defensive discipline, and quick counterattacks. The possible Egyptian lineup would be formed by Mohamed El Shanawi in goal. In defense, Mohamed Hani, Ahmed Hegazi, Mohamed Abdelmonem, and Ahmed Fatou. In the double pivot, Hamdi Fati and Mohamed El Elneny could appear, two important players to close down spaces inside and protect the edge of the box. Up front, the main threat would be Mohamed Salah, starting from the right, accompanied by Tresor Trezeguet on the left and Omar Marmous, with the freedom to move between the lines. As the focal point up front, Egypt could go with Mostafa Mohamed. The key to the match will be the tempo. Argentina will try to dominate with the ball, moving Egypt from side to side, and find Messi between the lines. If Messi receives the ball comfortably at the edge of the box, Egypt will have a huge problem, because from there he can deliver the final pass, speed up the play, or go for the shot. Egypt, on the other hand, will try to do just the opposite. Close the central channel, force Argentina to play out wide, and wait for a turnover to quickly release Salah or Marmous. The most important duel could be Tagliafico against Salah. If Egypt manages to find Salah with space, Argentina could really struggle. That's why De Paul and the left-sided center-back will have to be very alert to provide support. Set pieces will also be key. Argentina has specialists and strong players in the air, but Egypt can also be dangerous with Hegazi, Abdelmonem, and Mostafa Mohamed. Argentina is the favorite, but Egypt has a very clear plan: to hold out, extend the match, and turn every transition into a threat.